Okay, so it happened. I was just waiting for this moment and when we are going to start seeing things like this on SOFI. Our very first million share sale of SOFI, and this won't be last. See, every individual or a company invests their time, capital, and resources for one goal, to make more, right? So it'll be naive for us to think that insider will never sell a stock or take profits. Now, they might hold it for a long or buy more, but they will end up selling some eventually. Same thing happened with SOFI. Unlike any other company, the way this sale happened and the way stock reacted is amazing. And I'm even more confident on this company than I was before after looking at this sale. I'm going to share a very cool chart with all of you, and I'll show you this on a timeline. So take a look at this chart. The green dots that you see over here, all the way over here, are all the buys, and the red dots are all the sells. Now remember, this is a new publicly traded company, so we might see more of this red later on this year. So this happened on September 13th, which is right here, is September 13th sale, the red dot here. Clay Thomas, who is the founder of Galileo, sold 1.2 million shares of SOFI right here on this date. So if you see over here, SOFI sell Clay Thomas right here, who is the vice chairman and co-founder of Galileo, sold around 1.12 million shares on September 15th. Well, the filing date was September 15th, but the sale happened on September 13th. And the total value was about 16.97 million. Now, this happened, and this is the SEC filing right here, explains that share. The exact amount is 1,119,425. So then what I did was I enlarged that sale right here on the second, and you see over here 119,9413 actually. And then it happened on 13th September. Now, let's look at how pricing reacted. And this is simply supply and demand thing here, what we are seeing. But what's really exciting is that if you see, this was September 13th right here. The stock dropped, the big red candle that you see, and of course the volume spiked and all red. This was the sale, or this was the sale of those shares. But what is really exciting is that, as you can see, all of a sudden we got a few green sticks the next day right here, and the price went up. And of course, after that, the Evergrande happened and then the price dropped drastically. This was when Evergrande news came out and the stock dropped. And then after that, the stock picked up again. And then now we are almost close to about 17 some change. So this is a really bullish sign. That means all of a sudden we got an influx of new shares in the market, and then the price went up. And then after that, it dipped not because of any other reason, but because of that Evergrande news that came off China. The whole stock market went down. We have this big red sell-off, and then after that, all of a sudden the price started to pick up, and then now we are in a much better shape than what we were at that time on the 13th. The sale price that he sold at was about $15, right here is mentioned over here, and 16 cents. So of course, if he would have sold it now, he would have gained almost $2 million more dollars, but of course that's besides the point. Now at this point, I'm going to make two unrelated observations. So please excuse me as you did not come here to watch this, but I'm going to say it as this is important for the stock. Number one, if you pay attention, Clay Thomas has more share than Anthony Noto. This shows how important is Galileo partnership for them. I mean, they're really banking on the future of SOFI on Galileo, which in my opinion is very bullish, as they are getting more and more tech heavy, which is exciting for especially them becoming the fintech leader in the space. Second, even after almost a million shares offloaded, the price did not get affected by much. And there was a lot of support, which means there is a lot more eyes on this stock. And once we see few positive quarters from this company, the stock will just tear up. Now, Q3 is a different story. Bank charter news, we all know, is going to push the stock higher, but we are ignoring Q3, which is coming up soon. And I have my own theory about Q3, which I'll share in a separate video. So if you like content like this, then consider subscribing and hit the like button so we can reach out to more SOFI lovers. Okay, now coming back to the video. Here's a list of top 10 shareholders on SOFI. Number one is Clay Thomas, as I mentioned, then Anthony Noto, then Michelle Gill, and then Robert Level. All these people hold these many positions of SOFI. Now, none of them have sold any significant number of shares. I mean, few thousands here and there have been doing it for a while, and that too for tax purposes. If you pay attention to that, they're only selling to cover their taxes. nothing major, and I feel they're in a lockup period which will expire as per the terms. So here's why I feel Clay Thomas sold his position, because look, he was assigned these shares. Let me just quickly show you here. On June 2nd, he was assigned all these shares. Now, if you calculate, on September 2nd, he finished his 90-day lockup period. And as per S4, a certain percentage of shares become eligible for sale after certain days. So maybe that happened. I'm not certain about that, as they may have a different deal, but I feel we may see some more insider activity in the coming months. Now, I always say this, it doesn't matter if it's Palantir or SOFI or Tesla. A good talent must be rewarded. So I actually like it when I see these things take place, because if a company is good, then this is an opportunity for investors like you and me to take advantage of supply and demand law and keep increasing our position. Comment below to let me know your thoughts on insider selling and if you agree with me or not. It's always my pleasure to speak with each one of you, and I feel like I know some of you because we have this back and forth conversation. Also, once we hit 10K subs, I'll start the Discord and it'll be free so we can chat and discuss these stocks more regularly. As always, an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for joining me. Love you all. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.